Okay, I found this plastic bottle. So basically you just want like a bottle like this or a milk jug, something that's clear, or at least somewhat see-through so that sunlight can get in there. And then um, you don't need the cap, and you want to just cut it like a little less than in half, because the bottom is where the soil is going to be and the top is where the plants are going to grow. So I'm just gonna take some scissors and cut it like right there. And then I'm just gonna cut it like all the way around, except for in one little spot. Um, just like this. So there's one little spot there that still is together, and it just like opens up. And then this is the part that's gonna have your soil in it. So I'm gonna put some drainage holes in it. Okay, so I put some drainage holes in it. That's super important. And then I'm gonna get some seed starting mix and fill it up. So this is the seed starting mix. The reason you want one that's like specifically for seeds is just because it's more lofty, and it increases your germination rate. So you can use regular potting soil, but using like a specific seed starting mix can give you a better germination rate. But as you can see, the soil is really dry, so I'm gonna add water to it first, just to make it easier to water them in. Okay, so now I've got it like all moistened. And it's not like soaking wet, it's just like kind of moist, That helps it like absorb more water once you water the seeds in, because yeah, just makes it a little easier. So now I'm gonna fill the bottom of this up with soil. I have all this soil packed in there, not like super tightly, but just, just kind of firmed down in there. And then I'm gonna choose the seeds that I want. I think I wanna do some California poppies. I have some California poppy seeds right here. And these were just from the dollar store. My mom got me these. But yeah, it says 1/4 of an inch, so you're just gonna barely cover these, and they germinate in 5 to 14 days, so a week to 2 weeks. And basically why we're doing them in this little miniature greenhouse is just because I'm not gonna use all the seeds. I'm gonna save a couple, but it's just because if they grow in this little greenhouse, they're still protected from like the super harsh cold, but it helps harden them off, so you don't even have to transfer them from inside to outside and like harden them off, they're just already acclimated to the outside in this little greenhouse. So I just put all the seeds on the surface like that, and then I'm just gonna press everything down in. And I actually have some vermiculite. I think I'm gonna put like a little layer of vermiculite on the surface of the soil here, just to make sure that these seeds germinate. So let me grab that real quick. So this is the vermiculite. That's what it looks like. Oh, I just dropped some. It's kind of like perlite, but I'm just gonna put a fine little layer. It just holds some moisture there, And since I don't have any more seed starting mix, I'm just gonna use this to top dress those seeds to make sure that they germinate. But it allows light through while also like keeping the moisture there at the surface, and um, it also can prevent fungal infections in young seedlings, or that's what I've heard at least. So um, it's a good thing to use when you're starting seeds, especially little seeds that just need like a light coating, you know? This is a great stuff to use for that. Okay, and now we're gonna water them in. I have this spray bottle, and I'm gonna just, you know, pretty straightforward, water these in. I'm gonna do it over the sink, and I'm just gonna water them until water starts coming out of the bottom. That's probably good. But yeah, the cool thing about this little greenhouse design is that once you seal it up, we're gonna seal it up and put duct tape around it. And once you seal it up, then the rain that comes down from the sky will just water it, you know? And if you live somewhere that doesn't get that much rain, like me, you'll have to keep your eye on this to make sure that it doesn't dry out. But since it's in a more sealed environment, it's a lot easier to keep watered, and yeah, the water from the sky can just fall in there because we're keeping the top open. Because if we completely sealed this, it would get way too hot in there. So the idea is just to create a little microclimate where your seeds can grow, and then they'll be hardened off, and in like, you know, a month or two, I'll be able to plant these out. Okay, and then here it is. I'm keeping this paper towel here so it doesn't drip on the floor, but yeah, it's just all sealed up, and then you just put this outside somewhere sunny. You don't want to put this on like the north side. I mean, you can if you want to, but it's much better if you put this on like the south side of your house or something where that sunlight is the strongest, and then you just wait until they start emerging, and they start emerging pretty fast. Like, I'll show you guys some that I started one back in November actually, and it's already like there's already seedlings in there. So yeah, that's my little seed starting project for you guys. It's a very fun thing to do during the winter when, you know, it's not like the super best outside, you know. It definitely helps me like beat the winter blues a little bit at least, which is good. And yeah, it's a good way to reuse old containers like that too, in a way that grows stuff, you know. And you can do vegetables, you can experiment and really try like whatever, you know, see what works. And yeah, you can start them like I started some in November. You can start them in January, February, whenever you want, and get things going early.